Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Southwest Sister. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates on Sister Wives family. Today, we've got something exciting to talk about, Brown family. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So grab a seat and let's dive right in. Is Sister Wives cancelled? Sister Wives Season 19 hasn't had a new episode since February 2025, and while there are still several episodes left for the current season, rumors have swirled regarding the fate of the TLC show. Now, fans are wondering if Sister Wives has been cancelled. Kody Brown and the rest of the cast haven't seen their last days on TLC just yet. Sister Wives Season 19 went on a mid-season break earlier this year, but fans are just days away from it picking back up. The reality series will return on April 20, 2025, and viewers will get to see how the rest of the season plays out. However, there hasn't been an official announcement from TLC regarding the show's future and whether it's been renewed for Season 20. Kody Brown's split from three of his wives has made filming Sister Wives tough. When Sister Wives first began, Kody was legally married to Meri Brown and spiritually married to Kody Brown and Janelle Brown. The polygamous family was preparing to take on another wife with Brown, and the goal of the series was to show viewers how their lifestyle worked. However, as the years passed, some of Kody's relationships began to crumble. Kody was the first to announce her split from Kody. They had been spiritually married since March 1994. But in November 2021, Kody revealed that she and Kody were calling it quits. 1 year later, Janelle made the decision to end her relationship with Kody, and in January 2023, Meri was released from her spiritual marriage with the Brown patriarch. Since then, the stars of the show have moved to different places. Janelle purchased property in North Carolina in 2024 and moved there, while Kody remarried and moved outside of Salt Lake City. Meri packed her bags and headed to southwestern Utah. Kody and Robyn remained in Flagstaff, Arizona. The various locations have made filming much harder than it was when everyone was in a central location. Coyote Pass has been front and center of the drama in Sister Wives Season 19. One of the biggest sources of contention for Kody, Robyn, Meri, and Janelle has been the Coyote Pass property they first purchased in 2018. When the land was initially purchased, it was bought for $820,000 with the intention of splitting the property in 5 parcels for him, his 4 wives, and their children. Kody hoped to build one large home for everyone to live in, but the idea was quickly shot down by the others, and due to a variety of reasons, ground was never broken on the property. As Kody, Janelle, and Meri eventually left Kody, the fate of Coyote Pass was left up in the air. Kody sold her share of the property back to Kody and Robyn for $10 in 2022 after their split, but Janelle, Meri, Kody, and Robyn have continued to butt heads about the land. In April 2025, In Touch confirmed that Coyote Pass had been redivided amongst the group. The records from Coconino County, Arizona, showed that Kody and Robyn owned 50% of the property and Janelle and Meri each owned 25%. I'm convinced this is why Sister Wives Kody Brown doesn't love Robyn. How must it feel after dedicating years of your life to a marriage, only to feel increasingly sidelined as your spouse's attention gravitates towards someone else? Oh, and that someone is also their wife. It sounds frustrating, right? But that's exactly what happened on Sister Wives. What was supposed to be a show representing a healthy polygamous dynamic turned into years of chaos, which continued even after 3 of Kody Brown's 4 wives left him. While there were many issues within the family, Kody's glaring favoritism toward Robyn was one of the main sources of conflict. It was a sigh of relief for fans to see his first 3 wives finally leave the toxic dynamic and call out Kody's behavior. For years, I thought Kody only wanted to be in a relationship with Robyn. That's where he put all his time and energy. Not only has he claimed to have only loved her, but he's now hinted he may be interested in maintaining their unintentionally monogamous dynamic, even though Robyn is struggling. But just because his eye isn't wandering doesn't mean his attention isn't on someone else, or, more accurately, himself. I have long called out Kody's narcissistic behavior, and there's been no indication that his self-centered actions have changed. Robyn has even admitted she feels burdened now that she's the only wife left dealing with Kody, which raises a larger question: is their love even genuine? Or is his professed love really about control and validation? If Robyn were to follow in the footsteps of her former sister wives, it's likely Kody would cast her as the villain, repeating the very same patterns he showed when his other marriages broke down. If that's the case, then Kody's so-called affection for Robyn may be just as self-serving as his hair care routine. From infatuation to favoritism. Kody's relationship with Robyn. Kody seemed head over heels for Robyn when they first started courting in 2010. But there's a difference between love and infatuation, and when I look at the details of their relationship, I think Kody was feeling the latter. He compared his feelings for Robyn as a teenager experiencing love for the first time. Kody already had 3 wives when he met Robyn, so it's surprising to me, and frankly offensive to his other wives, that he now suggests he never had feelings for them. Robyn represented something new and exciting, a shake-up to the routine he had settled into with Meri, Janelle, and Christine. By the time he married Robyn, he'd been in plural marriage for nearly 2 decades. Kody and Meri legally married in 1990, and they welcomed Janelle in 1993 and Christine in 1994 via spiritual marriage. Those early marriages seemed focused on building a plural family. All the wives came from polygamous backgrounds. When Robyn came along, the Browns hadn't been actively looking to expand the family. In 2014, Kody went to great lengths to legally marry Robyn, something he never did for Janelle or Christine. Kody reasoned that he wanted to legally adopt Robyn's children from a previous marriage, but doing so meant he had to divorce Meri. On the surface, this could look like a grand romantic gesture, but it was also practical and possibly strategic. By legally marrying Robyn, Kody gave his favorite wife a level of legitimacy and security that the others never had, while reinforcing his role as the patriarch. From the beginning, I thought Kody's preferential treatment toward Robyn was obvious, and it only became more apparent as the seasons went on. Take the wedding rings, for example. Kody wore the same ring Meri gave him for years, even after spiritually marrying Janelle and Christine. When he began courting Robyn, he insisted on melting that ring down. He then had his wives design and pay for a new claddagh ring that he started wearing after marrying Robyn. Later in 2022, viewers noticed Kody wearing yet another new ring, one that was apparently gifted by Robyn while filming season 18. This came after both Christine and Janelle had left the family, but Kody remained spiritually committed to Meri. For him to switch rings again, replacing one that symbolized his plural family with one representing only Robyn, was another slap in the face. Meri confronted him about it on camera, but he refused to give her a real answer. Unsurprisingly, Meri announced she was leaving him a few months later in early 2023. Was Robyn Kody's favorite because of love? Probably not. For me, there are countless examples of Kody putting his favoritism for Robyn on display. He hired her a nanny, a luxury he didn't offer to his other wives. He convinced the family to help finance her large, new home while the others were still struggling to secure stable housing. Once Robyn was in the picture, it was like he forgot about the rest of the family entirely. It's also extended to the kids. Several of Kody's children with Christine, Janelle, and Meri have said they barely see him and they don't have much of a relationship. Meanwhile, Robyn's children, both from her previous marriage and her kids with Kody, appear to have a much closer bond with him. But all of this isn't necessarily proof of love. If anything, it points to Kody's self-centeredness. He tends to focus his energy where it benefits him the most or where he feels most respected. It's likely to have been easier for him to bond with Robyn's kids because he's still on good terms with Robyn, whereas his strained relationships with his other, now ex-wives, have made it harder for him to connect with their kids. And as his adult children have become more outspoken, it's likely worsened their strained relationship with Kody. Kody's affection seems conditional. It's based on loyalty and admiration. He uses it like a reward to give to those he sees as worthy. He constantly compared Robyn's behavior to the disrespect and betrayal he claims to have experienced from his other wives. But those women spent nearly 30 years living with Kody. They knew of his flaws and weren't afraid to challenge him. But the more they did this, the more Kody seems to have focused on Robyn, putting those marriages to the wayside. Robyn came into the family wearing rose-colored glasses. Everything was fresh, and she and Kody were in the honeymoon phase, whereas that period was long gone for his other relationships. Robyn admitted she was looking for security after leaving an abusive marriage, and she wanted the support and protection of a plural family. In hindsight, it seems to me she may have been more in love with what Kody represented than who he really was. And the same might be said for Kody. He loved how Robyn stroked his ego and reinforced the behavior he wanted to see in his other wives. Robyn has always been the least vocal and the least critical. She's more deferential, which may explain why she's remained in Kody's good graces for so long. Kody, to put it nicely, reacts poorly to being challenged. He likely assumed bringing in a fourth wife would realign the family dynamic and re-establish his dominance. But when the other wives didn't fall in line the way Robyn did, he directed all of his positive energy toward her instead, which was likely the start of the end for his first 3 marriages. Robyn is stuck in a narcissistic cycle. TLC has never brought in a therapist to analyze the sister wives cast, but maybe they should. Fans have been calling Kody a narcissist for years. While we can't get him an official diagnosis, he does show many of the classic signs: a need for control, lack of empathy, and an inflated sense of self-worth. They say history repeats itself, so it's possible the same cycle could play out with Robyn. Can narcissists truly love someone? According to experts, narcissists tend to equate love with how another person makes them feel about themselves. It's not about emotional intimacy, it's about their ego. This sounds a lot like Kody. Now, that's not to say Kody has NPD, but it seems like both he and Robyn fell in love with what the other represents more than who they truly are. Kody represented protection and stability for Robyn. Robyn represented security and validation for Kody. He loved how she made him feel, especially in contrast to his other wives. When she came along, she admired and supported him, and perhaps most importantly, she didn't challenge him. I think this is why he threw himself into their relationship so quickly and enthusiastically and established a pattern of favoritism early on. And it also explains why the couple seem to be having issues now, over a decade into their marriage, as Robyn is no longer living with the same rose-colored glasses, maybe ones that are just slightly tinted. Narcissistic relationships tend to follow a pattern. The first stage is idealization, where the narcissist puts their partner on a pedestal. This period is often filled with love bombing, intense praise, and quick emotional escalation, which parallels Kody's early treatment of Robyn. The second stage is devaluation. Once the partner shows signs of independence, questions the narcissist, or no longer boosts their ego, the affection begins to fade. The narcissist may start to pull away, become critical, and emotionally withdraw. The final stage is to discard, where the narcissist detaches emotionally and rewrites the narrative. They may shift blame onto the other person and cast themselves as the victim. Kody painted himself as the victim. While Kody never formally ended any of his marriages, he definitely withdrew emotionally. He told Meri he no longer had interest in intimacy with her. He constantly criticized his wives and pointed out their shortcomings. And after each separation, he painted himself as the victim. When Christine left, Kody accused her of betrayal. It was blatant gaslighting. He was projecting behaviors onto her that he had exhibited himself for years. Christine, Janelle, and Meri were routinely sidelined as Kody prioritized Robyn and her children. But when those wives decided to leave, he couldn't own up to his behavior. So far, Robyn has remained on her pedestal. But now that she's admitted to struggling without the support of her sister wives, there's a chance Kody's affection may start to fade, just like it did in his other marriages. And if he's not willing to be there for her during hard times, then what does that say about the love he claims to have for her? With that being said, the now monogamous Robyn and Kody just bought a new $1 million property. There are also rumors of a possible spin-off as Sister Wives nears its 20th season. Whether Kody and Robyn stay together or not, there's one thing that I'm sure about. The drama isn't going anywhere, and neither are we. Janelle Brown shows off incredible new look after leaving Kody Brown. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown recently posted a photo of herself looking stunning, and it's clear that she's ready to move on from Kody Brown. 55-year-old Janelle was Kody's second wife. She was also the second of his wives to walk away from the polygamous family in recent years. Kody had 4 wives and 18 children, but by the time Sister Wives Season 19 premiered, he was in an unintentionally monogamous marriage with his 4th and youngest wife, 45-year-old Robyn Brown. Janelle has moved on with her life, and she's never looked better. Janelle and Kody always seemed solid, but the Sister Wives Season 19 star walked away from him in 2022. They've been married for 29 years and had 6 children. Leaving her plural family was a complicated choice, and her journey so far hasn't been much easier. In addition to facing some financial realities, Janelle lost her eldest son. 25-year-old Garrison Brown passed away in March 2024. Though Janelle's pain is still fresh, she's made positive moves in her life. She moved to North Carolina and started a dream business. She also lost weight and looks incredible. Janelle has never looked better. She left Kody and lost weight. Janelle recently posted an Instagram photo of herself all dolled up. The Sister Wives Season 19 star recently wore a glamorous velvet gown to a ritzy fundraiser. My friend and her husband had an extra ticket for a fundraiser this weekend in Raleigh, reads her caption. It was fun to dress up and spend the evening out for a good cause. Janelle lives and works on a farm these days, so this was way outside the box for the single mother. She's moving on from her polygamist ex-husband. Janelle and Christine's relationship is going strong. Still my sister wife forever. Janelle wasn't close to Kody Brown, 52, while they were married to Kody. Though the Sister Wives Season 19 stars were part of the same family, they had very different personalities. In 2021, Christine was the first of Kody's wives to walk away from the marriage. Since Janelle was the second, they bonded as they rebuilt their lives together. They even spent the first few holidays together, surrounded by their children. These days, Janelle and Christine even travel together. They work with Plexus, a health and fitness company, and they both recently won cruises for their work. Christine shared a carousel of photos on Instagram, and many familiar faces were there, including Christine's husband, David Woolley, and her daughter, Mykelti Pedron. Christine's long caption reads, in part, I loved finally seeing again. Still my #sister wife forever. The Sister Wives stars will always share an unshakable bond. Is Janelle ready to start dating? I love my single life. Recently, Janelle was asked about her love life on the Sibling Revelry podcast. The Sister Wives Season 19 star said she had no intention of ever getting married again, nor did she even have plans to date. I am done, she said, adding, I love my single life. She, however, went on to say if something were to present itself, she'd consider it. Maybe after more time away from Kody, she'll be more open to finding love again. It'll be interesting to see if Janelle chooses to be in another polygamous relationship or try monogamy this time. Kody Brown reveals if she's ignoring tough problems in her life after refusing to feel guilty for putting herself first. As Sister Wives fans know, Kody Brown spent the majority of her life serving others, and now that she's shifted her mindset and her life, she wants people to know if she's actually ignoring the tough problems in her life. Kody was Kody Brown's third wife, whom he married after already being wed to Meri Brown and Janelle Brown. After having 3 wives for many years, Kody married 4th wife Robyn Brown, and for a while, everything seemed fine for the Sister Wives Season 19 stars, until 2021, when Kody made the stunning decision to leave Kody. Janelle and Meri soon followed her. Sister Wives Kody Brown reflected on the journey her life has taken and revealed whether her new positive attitude means she's ignoring the tough parts of her life. Kody recently shared an Instagram reel where she reflected on the journey her life has taken. In the video, set to Jimmy Eat World's anthem, The Middle, Kody wrote that in her life, she strives to stay positive, but that doesn't mean she's ignoring the hard stuff. It means she's focusing on the good. In my life, I strive to stay positive, and I often remind myself positivity is not ignoring the bad. It is fighting for the good. In her caption, Kody added, staying positive doesn't mean ignoring the tough stuff. It means choosing to fight for the good. What's one way you stay positive when life gets hard? What Kody Brown fighting for the good means after leaving Kody. Kody is putting herself first. The last 5 years haven't been easy for Kody. The Brown family crumbled after moving from Las Vegas to Arizona, and the COVID-19 pandemic made matters worse for them. Kody couldn't keep all of his wives happy, and it created some major tension within the fractured family. Kody, Janelle, and Meri all felt that Kody favored Robyn and their kids, and they were sick of it. Brave Kody took the bold move first, choosing to leave Kody and the family. Meri and Janelle, no doubt inspired by Kody's journey, soon followed. Kody took a leap of faith, finally putting herself above Kody and his wants, and it paid off for her. She soon met David Woolley, and the two have been married for a year and a half now. Our take on Christine staying positive despite sister wives drama. Christine is removed from Kody and his nonsense. Christine is very active on her social media, constantly posting uplifting messages and inspiring thoughts about putting yourself first and how that can lead to the greatest happiness. She has a large army of fans, and many of them probably feel stuck in some way in their own lives. Maybe it's a marriage that needs to end or a job that isn't working anymore. Whatever the case, it's a relatable sentiment. At 49 years old, Christine left the only home and relationship she'd ever known and set off to find her happiness. There are so many people in her position whom she can help inspire to make better choices for themselves. It's not always easy, in fact, it's usually hard, but believing in yourself and making bold moves can absolutely turn out for the best. In Christine's case, it certainly did. Kody Brown has just undergone an ownership change as the Sister Wives stars have signed off on the land. Yet, what does this change mean for the Browns? Sister Wives Kody Brown ownership change. Kody Brown has been a bone of contention for the Sister Wives cast. They bought the land upon relocating from Las Vegas to Flagstaff, Arizona. There were two choices, Cottonwood and CP, but they heard angels singing at the latter. That was when they pulled the trigger, but it was anything but easy. The four wives could not agree on what parcels they wanted and where they were located. Every woman wanted to feel like they were treated fairly, but that was not always the case. Finally, they settled their lots, but the ownership was always murky. Kody Brown had a piece of every parcel, and then Robyn Brown became a big shareholder as well. A lot also changed when Christine Brown Woolley left the Plural family in early 2021 and sold off her lot for $10. The division of the land was never quite right. And then, after the property was officially paid off, Meri and Janelle Brown wanted it to be sold or their stake. They had also left Kody and the Plural family, therefore, they no longer had a desire to build. As of Thursday, March 27th, the Sister Wives stars now all own a piece of the four lots. No longer is it one former wife and Kody, but rather all of them together. Per the warranty deed, Kody and Robyn own 50%, while Janelle and Meri each own 25%. This is a huge upgrade for Meri, who previously owned 15.5%. Janelle had owned 32.2% and Robyn had over 50% of the ownership. As for Kody, he had the most, owning 100% as his name is on each piece. The final decision, in the end, 3 lots are owned by the 4, with the last one belonging to Kody and Robyn Brown. The Sister Wives stars fought over Kody selling the land in the first part of season 19. Meri and Janelle Brown asked Kody to buy them out, but he maintained he could not afford it. Janelle encouraged Meri to get a lawyer, as Kody would not communicate properly with either of them. They wanted to ensure he was doing the right thing, but he seemingly was not ready to sell. With this new revision, are fans and followers shocked or happy that it is much more evenly balanced? Are they still selling it? I hope so. Everyone, except for Robyn, signed the deeds in January. Robyn signed on March 26. It looks like she wasn't happy about it or tried to get more. Why does Robyn get a share in the whole land? Makes no sense. Robyn owns Kody. Yes, Robyn was the last holdup to sign, but and hopefully they can sell it, and it will be fair, balanced, and equal. Meri versus Kody. A sister wives legal war looms over Kody Brown controversy. This just in, TLC's Sister Wives released the trailer for the second half of season 19 on April 4, 2025, and to say that things are heated up between Kody Brown, his 3 ex-wives, and only remaining wife, Robyn Brown, would be an understatement. The trailer begins and viewers are at once exposed to Meri Brown gearing up to involve lawyers over what she calls Kody's mishandling of the alleged Kody Brown sale. The dispute, which has simmered over several seasons, centers on the division of the Flagstaff, Arizona compound, a property initially purchased in 2018 for all family members to live nearby. During an emotionally charged moment with her former sister wife, Janelle Brown, Meri emphatically states, "I'm so mad. I'm gonna have to get some lawyers involved." This is basically Meri addressing her deep-seated belief that Kody has unfairly mishandled her rightful share of the property. Kody, in response, who is now still legally bound to his 4th wife, Robyn, attempts to downplay the issue by insisting he is not trying to rip Meri off. However, Meri's own confessional reveals her resolve to fight for what she believes is rightfully hers, asserting that she will not let others' opinions or alleged manipulations derail her pursuit of justice. Her exact words, and we quote, "There are a few things that I'm willing to fight for, and this is one of them." Kody Brown also appears to be rude with Suki. Right before the trailer concludes, Kody can be heard shutting off Sukanya Suki Krishnan, the host of the one-on-one specials. Just for context, Suki is often criticized for allegedly being too easy on Kody Brown and not asking tough enough questions. But instead, this time around, things seem to have taken a turn for good in the upcoming episodes. On the other hand, the next half of the season is likely also going to circle Meri's growing disillusionment with Robyn, as she can be seen questioning the integrity of their once solid bond, which has now turned into her being ghosted out of nowhere. The situation escalated further following Kody's recent comments during the Sister Wives Season 19 premiere, where he suggested that Meri's entitlement to an equal share was undermined by the fact that they share only one child, Leanne. Meanwhile, Janelle had already taken steps by hiring legal counsel for a separation of assets after accusing Kody of not taking the potential sale seriously, which is partially where the idea of alleged manipulation stems from. Janelle Brown from Sister Wives shared a video from the airport revealing her upcoming travel plans, which include visits to Las Vegas and Flagstaff, Arizona. She ended her relationship with Kody Brown in late 2022, shortly after Christine Brown officially separated from him. Since then, Janelle has been focusing on her mental and physical well-being. In early 2025, she decided to remove any negativity from her life to live her best life. Janelle has been successful in her detox journey so far and recently received some happy news when her daughter with Kody, Madison Brush, welcomed her fourth child. After a delightful visit to Salt Lake City, Utah, for a family wedding, Janelle is on the move once again. Janelle posted a video of herself at the airport, surprising Sister Wives fans by announcing that she was heading to Las Vegas to spend some time with her children before continuing to Flagstaff, Arizona. Janelle appeared excited about her trip, but held the purpose of her visit to Flagstaff a secret. Janelle said, "I've been in Salt Lake for a couple of days, on my way to Vegas to see my kids for a day or so, and then I have to end up in Flagstaff." What Janelle traveling to Las Vegas and Flagstaff means? Janelle might just be getting what's rightfully hers. Janelle's recent travel plans indicate that she is taking her spiritual detox seriously. A few months ago, she posted an update on Instagram informing fans that she planned to rid herself of negative people and situations in 2025. She expressed that her goal for the year is to improve herself and let go of anything that had previously hindered her. Janelle's travel plans suggest that she is focusing on her happiness above all else. She is taking a break from her business to spend time with loved ones who are important to her, like her sister and her children. Janelle's trip to Flagstaff is surprising yet inevitable. She had been trying to persuade Kody to give her the rightful portion of Coyote Pass. The latest rumors suggest that Kody will have to provide Janelle with 25% of the property, leading to a lot of updated paperwork and drama. It appears that Janelle is visiting Flagstaff to address the division of the Coyote Pass property. It may be satisfying to see her finally receive her fair share of the land and potentially make a profit from the property to which she had dedicated so much of her time. Our take on Janelle Brown heading to Flagstaff after visiting kids. Janelle may have fresh ideas for using Coyote Pass land. Janelle is expected to spend time with her kids and seek their input on what to do with the Coyote Pass land. She likely values their opinions on the future use of the property. Originally leaning towards selling the land, Janelle's plans may have shifted following indications that she owns 25% of it. She may now be considering building something in Flagstaff and using her share of the land for a new project. The Sister Wives star could potentially establish a bed and breakfast business similar to Meri's or build a rental property for additional income. Sister Wives star Christine Brown Woolley has just confirmed the tattoo of her husband, David Woolley, on her body. So, when did this happen, where is it located, and has he reciprocated? Christine Brown confirms tattoo of David on body. Being part of the Mormon Church and in a plural marriage, Christine Brown Woolley was very sweet and strict about her behavior. Her former sister wife, Janelle Brown, even noted how Christine would reprimand the kids when they would curse. So to leave the Browns, move to Utah, and find a man covered in tattoos and who loves motorcycles was quite a plot twist. Yet, that was exactly what Christine manifested upon starting to date again, and David Woolley fulfilled all of her dreams. They even got matching tattoos at Gwendolyn Brown's engagement party. This was Christine's first, but she knew she would be with David for the rest of her life. The Sister Wives star has grown to appreciate tattoos. When her daughter, Isabel Brown, had scoliosis surgery, she was worried about the scar. That was when Christine said she was fine if Isabel covered it up with some ink, even if her father, Kody Brown, did not support it. Now Christine has shown off a new tattoo, and it is off her husband's face. She has it on her arm, but some wondered if it was a birthmark, based on the way it was displayed. Christine is finally opening up about the tattoo and whether it is permanent or not. Sister Wives fans saw her sporting it in a side-by-side of Christine Brown Woolley and David Woolley after their weight loss journey. Do you have a tattoo of David on your arm, or what is that? I think it is a photo of her husband. That sparked Christine to respond and share the details of her new ink. We got temporary tattoos of each other on a cruise. The love is strong. Maybe Christine Brown Woolley's tattoo is temporary, but her love for David Woolley is forever. The two tied the knot in October 2023, just months after meeting and falling in love. They moved in together before they even got engaged and have since gone into business. The Sister Wives star and David opened up an Airbnb in Moab, Utah, and have since expanded their journey. They now have a second Airbnb in Hurricane, Utah, and fans are thrilled with the location. Awesome, we go there a few times a year. We're going to Moab in May and we'll probably be in Hurricane the month of October again. Love it there. I'm in STG and might have to book this for a little staycation. Really nice place, you did an amazing job. Many followers commented that they wanted more information on how to book it. Setting up the Moab home was featured on season 19, so this should be fun to see the second home coming together. Polyfamily be Sister Wives replacement? It's documenting a different form of polyamory. Although it's not clear if polyfamily was genuinely meant to be a replacement series for Sister Wives or not, it does come off like the new era version of the long-running show. Documenting a family who's still together in a polyamorous relationship is, in my opinion, more of an interest than documenting the dissolved Brown family. While I don't want to see Sister Wives come to an end, I'd be interested in a change to the show that breaks it up into spin-offs, allowing Polyfamily to be the network's show about polyamory, while the Brown family moves into new spaces. Sister Wives Kody said he was crushed when Christine left him. Kody Brown's comment about Christine Brown putting a knife to the kidneys of him and his sister wives by dumping him is a sign of jealousy. He's too afraid to admit that he hates to see his ex thriving in her new marriage with David Woolley. The reality TV show introduced viewers to Kody and his polygamous family in September 2010 as it documented the patriarch's marriages to 4 women: Christine, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Robyn Brown. Their joint home with 18 children showed little signs of trouble within, but things started changing over the next 19 seasons. Christine joined Kody's plural lifestyle in 1994 through a spiritual marriage. She was his third wife, or the first to leave in November 2021. Christine and Kody were together for 25 years after having started as friends. They met in the early 1990s and married in 1994 after a few weeks of courting. When it came to her now husband David, Christine moved quickly. Christine announced she had started dating again in January 2023, and by February 2023, she revealed her new relationship with David. Christine was engaged to David by April 2023 and married him in October of that year. Sister Wives Kody played the victim when Christine left. Kody wanted Christine to feel guilty for her life-changing decision. In a recent episode of Sister Wives, Kody expressed the deep anger and resentment he harbors towards Christine during a family meeting. He admitted he was angry because he believed Christine treated his wife Robyn like dirt from the very beginning. He raised his voice at Christine while telling her that he was because Christine never tried to have a good relationship with the family. While Christine spoke about having a clear conscience from knowing that she had given her best to the marriage, she admitted she couldn't do anything to change the opinions of people who thought otherwise. She had married someone who played favorites and ended up breaking her kids' hearts. However, Kody accused Christine of running away instead of trying to make the relationship work. He wanted Christine to feel guilty for divorcing him and leaving immediately instead of being accountable for his sacrifices. Christine's rebound romance became true love. Christine proved her doubters wrong. Christine and David's relationship progressed quickly, with them dating for less than a year before moving in together, getting engaged and marrying. This led to speculations of David being a rebound partner for Christine. The speed at which the relationship progressed following her separation from Kody was concerning to viewers, who predicted that it was not made to last. Christine and David's public display of affection made it look like she was desperate to rub her happiness in Kody's face. However, Christine and David's relationship has been stable despite the criticism she's faced, and she isn't bothered by the pace. Christine's stunning business update is getting attention. Christine's success is making Kody seethe with jealousy. Christine shared an Instagram story announcing that she and David have launched a new heirloom in Hurricane, Utah, which will be available for guests by April 1, 2025 or sooner. In the video, she explained that they were heading to the property to start decorating. Christine emphasized that the location is an ideal getaway for exploring popular attractions in southern Utah, such as Sand Hollow. She also mentioned it's a 4-bedroom. 3 of them are suites, and the other room has its own bathroom. Before ending the video, she assured her followers that she would keep them posted on when the heirloom will be open for bookings. Christine previously struggled with feelings of neglect and lack of support from Kody, who even chose to spend time with Robyn and her children over helping her. This left Christine feeling unmotivated during their troubled marriage. However, since their separation, her life has turned around. Christine found happiness with David, who encouraged her career growth, unlike Kody. By March 2024, she successfully opened her first heirloom in Moab, Utah. Now, just a year later, Christine is preparing to launch another property in Utah, marking another significant milestone in her post-marriage success on Sister Wives, making Kody feel resentful of her. Fans creeped out by Kody Brown's pet name for Robyn. Most Sister Wives fans find Kody and Robyn Brown's relationship particularly nauseating, but does it borderline on inappropriate at times? The next episodes of Season 19 may still be weeks away, but Sister Wives fans are still avidly discussing the series online. After pondering the subject for a while, one viewer decided that a pet name Kody calls Robyn is creepy. A Sister Wives fan points out creepy behavior between Kody and Robyn. After seeing Kody and Robyn Brown together on screen for 19 seasons, most viewers can point to several unsavory moments between the two. But does a pet name truly border on creepy? According to one viewer, it certainly does. Although Kody's relationship with his children has diminished over the years, he once had 4 wives and 18 children in one family unit. As a result, he took to calling many of the wives mom. But one viewer thinks it's wildly inappropriate to keep up the charade with Robyn, especially when they're alone. I'm sorry, but Kody calling Robyn mom is over the top. The creep vibes are strong, and he was never like that with the other women, I don't believe, one Sister Wives viewer posted online. Edited to add, I'm not talking about people saying, go ask your dad or where's your dad. I'm talking, hey mom, could you bring me a cup of coffee and there's no kids around. Not every viewer quite agreed with the OP. However, most other viewers didn't agree with the OP's point of view. Robyn and Kody Brown might not be very popular, but most fans didn't think this particular pet name was anything to be concerned about. Many offered differing comments, and some even admitted they call their partner mom or dad, regardless of whether any children are present. Some even said they call their partner mom or dad around their pets, even though they don't have any children at all. My boys are grown and out of the house, but I still call my husband daddy sometimes. I don't think this is super weird. It is one of the more normal things I think Kody does. A lot of parents refer to their partner as their parental titles when talking to kids. My husband's family does this. His parents still called each other mom and dad long after their kids were grown and out of the house. And my husband calls me mom around our kids. Kody understands that his love for Robyn has caused serious problems. Sometimes he doesn't take accountability for his choices. Not everything is someone else's fault. However, his feelings matter too. Kody's kids may resent the fact that the patriarch wears pricey jewelry designs that probably do mean something. For example, his newer ring likely symbolizes his bond with Robyn. even if it doesn't, Kody and Robyn got new matching rings that other than wives did not. It's possible that Kody's in a lot of pain because he loves his kids but doesn't know how to fix what's wrong. He and his son, Sister Wives star Kody Brown, are reportedly estranged. Gabriel Brown's complained about his dad too. Kody may feel like he has to give up his soulmate in order to make peace in the family, and since he adores Robyn, he isn't emotionally able to let her go. This may make him feel like he's between a rock and a hard place. Robyn said Kody's hard to live with. Is she making everything tougher? Meanwhile, Robyn has her complaints. On screen, she has let Kody know that he's not living up to her dream of what a husband should be. Of course, she loves him, but the fact that she's so judgmental about his mood swings following his now ex-wife's departures may be very depressing. Kody probably believes that a lot of his problems with exes and his kids are linked with his love for Robyn. Divorces trigger grief reactions. It's quite rare not to go on a painful emotional journey when a marriage ends. Kody lost 3 wives instead of 1, and while he loves the woman who stayed with him, his older kids are possibly taking sides. Peyton is very close to his mother, Christine, who does seem like a wonderful woman. Peyton has mocked his father publicly and even let the world know that Kody allegedly didn't get vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus. That stuff was pretty harsh. If Peyton was really on Kody's side, he wouldn't go on YouTube to share supposed secrets about his own dad. Instead, he'd be there for his father emotionally. In the past, Kody's believed, rightly or wrongly, that his exes were pulling his kids away from him. Maybe he thought they were putting him down when the children could hear. However, Peyton is an adult, and he's able to take a look at situations and make up his own mind. Will Kody and Robyn stay together amid Koyo past battle? They probably will. All of these unpleasant feuds hurt Kody and his kids. They aren't good for anyone. Robyn should recognize the terrible strain that Kody's under. Trying to handle the emotional turmoil and still make her happy may seem like too great of a burden at times. That's probably why he lashes out even though he adores Robyn. Kody has trouble trusting other Browns, and he needs Robyn by his side. When she's unhappy too, maybe it feels like the sky is falling. However, the duo will probably remain together. There is obviously trouble in paradise, but probably not enough to break them up. They've been dealing with drama for so long, it's almost a given in their relationship. Robyn seems to be changing, and the fact that she's becoming more open about what's wrong and what she needs isn't a bad thing. However, it is definitely. After taking a brief hiatus, Sister Wives Season 19 will return to TLC in April. The network just made a formal announcement. What do you think of Christine's tattoo of her husband, and should she take the leap and make it permanent? Let us know and watch Sister Wives when it returns April 20th on TLC. Stay connected with my YouTube channel Southwest Sister. For daily updates on the hottest celebrity news and the latest drama, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Be the first to know what's happening with your favorite stars. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your support.